Hi, everybody. This is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Jeremy Handel of Handelabra, and we are checking out Bottom of the Ninth, which I believe dropped at this current time, Thursday the 17th, dropped today. Is that correct?
First day of Gen Con, brand new game, brand new app. It's available on iTunes and Google Play, $4.99.
Awesome. So we know that you guys did the Sentinels app, and that's pretty amazing. Can you give us a quick look at Bottom of the Ninth? I know it's kind of a different take for you guys.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, obviously Sentinels is like sort of a pure card game. This one's got some cards, but it's really more of a dice game. It's a little bit faster paced, which is why it came to phones first. You probably remember with Sentinels, it was tablet first, and then it came to phones like 2 years later because we had to figure out how to shrink it down. This one plays, a whole game will play in 5, maybe 10 minutes tops. And so it's a real quick play. If you've ever seen it on the tabletop, it's a very fast, action-packed game on the tabletop. And as with Sentinels, we wanted to capture exactly what makes this game fun when we sort of put it into app form. And I think we did a pretty good job.
Cool. Can you give us a quick demo of it?
Sure. So if you're not familiar with Bottom of the Ninth, it's basically a baseball simulator. It is the very end of the game. You've managed to keep it all tied up. So if the at-bat team manages to score a single run, they win. But they're going up against the league leader. So if they manage to keep it tied and go into extra innings, the league leaders are they're gonna roll right over them because they've just got the stamina to keep the game going. So I'm going to show you pass and play here. So the app supports multiple different ways to play. You can play online 3 or 4 different ways. You can play local. You can play against 3 different AI. So it's a really lot going on in one little package. So here we're going to start off with you have to pick where you think the pitch is going to go. So as the batter, you're trying to psych out the pitcher. You're trying to say, all right, where's the pitcher going to pitch it? If I guess right, then I'm going to be able to hit it. So then we're going to switch to the pitcher. The pitcher is deciding where they're going to pitch it. Now, I saw where the batter guessed, so that would be cheating. But let's say he's going to pitch it here. Now you reveal your tokens. This is what the pitcher pitched. Here's what the batter guessed. Depending on who guessed right, depends on which abilities you then get to use. In this case, the batter is going to get to use the re-roll swing, and the pitcher gets to use +1 or -1 to the control die. So now the pitcher's going to roll. And they've rolled an S4. What that means is that the ball is in the strike zone, and that it's got a power of 4. With strikes, you want to pitch as hard as you can and make it as hard as possible for that batter to hit it. Then the batter rolls, and as with an S, the batter is actually trying to roll higher. Because if it's in the strike zone, you want to swing as hard as you can and knock it out of the park. In this case, I've rolled a 1, which means if I let it go now, it's going to be strike 1. So I'll roll again. Oh, and I got a 6, yes! When you roll a 6, a natural 6, you crushed it. You get to roll one more time to see how hard you've crushed it. I got a 6 again! So that is a home run. Knock it out of the park. And there it goes. Oh, is he going to get to it? Is he going to get to it? I don't think he is. Oh, right, I forgot. The pitcher then gets one chance to maybe catch it. Oh, but no. So it's out of the park. And we win! That was a really fast demo. Yay! But yeah, so that's basically the gameplay loop. And you play that through. You pick 2 pitchers. One is like your sort of standard pitcher, and then one who is your relief if your other pitcher gets too tired. We didn't even get to go into things like fatigue, but there's a bunch of cool mechanics in there that sort of keep the game rolling right along, and really just have you set up a pretty solid baseball experience.
Awesome. So I know we're kind of looking at this cool like 3D meeples come to life. How was that experience? Kind of, because Sentinels was very much, it wasn't entirely 2D, there were backdrops and stuff, but how was that working more with animations and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's much more involved than Sentinels was, and in fact, not to be speaking out of class, we probably could have launched this a lot earlier if we didn't do that, but when we, the game comes with the meeples, the batter, the pitcher, and we were like, this is just so cool. One of the things that we really wanted to lean into is that, digital, analog, meeting of both worlds kind of a thing, and being able to see the meeples come to life in the game. The first test animation we did, we were like, oh, this is great. We got to do this for everything. So if as you play, you'll see, if you hit a foul ball, they're like, oh man, and they kind of like hang their head down. And Jennifer is one of our 3D animators, and she had a ton of fun sort of playing with all the stuff and getting that all in there. And it's, it really did take quite a bit of effort, but I think it really shows on the screen. It looks great.
Awesome. Well, it looks great, and so we can get it on iOS and Android right now. Are there other platforms planned for it?
Eventually, we very much want to do Steam again, like we did with Sentinels. And who knows? We're still, fingers crossed, going to bring Sentinels to console someday. I don't know exactly when or where, but it's something that's always been on our list. And now that we have launched this, basically for the last 2 to 3 months since we finished the last big expansion for Sentinels, we've been doing nothing but this. So there, right now we're showing off some new variants for Sentinels, but no new big content coming for that, at least not for the foreseeable future. Just because we've been so focused on getting bottom of the ninth out, getting it finished, and now there's expansions for bottom of the ninth too. So we'll be working on that stuff for a while as well.
Cool. Well, it's awesome to see you guys, branch into a second game, and we hope to see more from you guys soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for talking with me.